Hello, and welcome to another episode of Breadcast My Thoughts On. So, the topic for this video is probably one that most people don't know about, or don't care about, or both. But I do, and that's why I'm making a video about it. So, I've noticed recently that Google Play Music is going away forever. Now, to some of you, you're like, I don't care, I use Pandora, other streaming, music streaming things on my phone when I need music. I don't. I used to use Pandora a lot more, but I don't. I have a ton of downloaded music that I have on an SD card in my phone. And I always played it off of Google Play Music for the longest time. And so now that they are going away from Google Play Music, they're now going to push YouTube Music, which I've never used YouTube Music for anything. I've never wanted to. I've never had the need to. I've never cared about YouTube Music. And now all of a sudden, with Google Play Music going away, I have to transfer my entire library of songs from Google Play Music to YouTube Music. And again, I don't know why they're pushing this with YouTube Music. There's nothing wrong with Google Play Music. I don't really understand why they're going away from it, but it seems highly unnecessary, and I'm not afraid to say that I don't really like it. I guess I'll give YouTube Music a try, but yeah, it's baffling to me why they're even doing this. So I did a little looking into this for this part of the video, and I found this article that basically says that Google plans to wind down its Google Play Music service in favor of the company's newer YouTube Music. It's been known for some time. Google has given users the deadline of December 2020, at which point Google Play Music, you won't be able to stream from it, you won't be able to use the app, basically. However, in September of 2020, users in New Zealand and South Africa will be the first to lose access to Google Play Music, and then the rest of the world. So it's happening on October. But I guess that you have until December, which is the window to transfer your stuff from Google Play Music over to YouTube Music. It also says that users will no longer be able to make purchases or pre-order music from Google Play Music through the Music Manager, nor will they be able to upload and download music. The company has been preparing YouTube Music in advance of this shift to address complaints Google Play Music users had with earlier versions of the service. I never had any problem with Google Play Music, ever. This year, Google increased the playlist length from 1,000 to 5,000 songs and added support for uploads up to 100,000 tracks, 50,000 more than on Google Play Music. It also rolled out offline listening, lyrics, and an Explore tab for discovery, and a tool for transferring podcast subscriptions and episode progress to Google Podcasts. YouTube Music offers a variety of playlist options, including collaborative playlists built with friends and new. I don't care about any of that. YouTube Music has expanded its reach across platforms as well, with support for Android TV, Google Maps, music while navigating, which I do use that, and Google Assistant. For users who don't opt to move to YouTube Music, Google says subscriptions will be automatically canceled. I don't have any subscriptions. I don't fucking care. Google's strategy with music has been overly complicated for some time. When you just signed up for the YouTube Premium program, previously YouTube Red, they'd automatically receive access to Google Play Music, and vice versa, and Google continued to sell YouTube Music as a separate subscription. In other words, Google created a world where it was only competing against big streaming services like Apple Music, Spotify, and Pandora. It was also competing against itself. So I guess it makes sense that they would do this, that they would only want one service, that they would either pick YouTube Music or Google Play Music. It's hoping to shift streamers to YouTube Music. The idea came about because YouTube for a long time has always had access to free music, that is true, and a deep catalog of officially licensed music videos. I don't fucking care about music videos. Live performances and other music content, so why not upsell YouTube's freeloading music fans on an ad-free, upgraded music experience? Again, it does make sense, yes. That's the end of the article. So I guess it does make sense why they're doing it. Contrary to the first part of this video, I now understand why they're doing it, but I don't like it. I don't know what they mean by complaints that people have had with earlier versions of Google Play Music. I've never had a problem with it. I've always been able to listen to my music, no problem. And maybe, like I said, maybe YouTube Music is perfectly fine. I don't know either way because I've never used. I'll give it a chance, but I still don't like the fact that they're just forcing people to use it. And no, I don't like Spotify. I don't like Spotify. I don't like Pandora that much. It's fine in the car, but even then I just put my music on. I don't like Pandora for a lot of reasons, but I'm not gonna get into those. But anyway, yeah, so that's what's happening. It's kind of weird and doesn't make sense, but whatever. Google will do what Google will do. That's all I have to say, so if you're added to the conversation, leave a comment below. As always, thanks for watching, and goodbye.